Hey Tubes, I wanted to share something with you. The video on all this is going to be coming up later next week on Friday. So I got these mile marker hubs that I'm installing, okay? And so they go in just fine. I'm not having any issues with them hitting the nuts or anything back there because I got the spindle nuts that you would use on a newer TTB truck. So the issue that I'm having, and I just read about this, is so the hub goes in there just like it should, right? Then you have this C-clip here, and basically it kind of just helps keep this guy here, the axle stub or snout or whatever you want to call it, keeps him kind of pulled up against the spindle on the other side. And without it, it really doesn't move a whole lot. But I would like to, keep it in place so that the seal has got good pressure up against it, and dirt and water's not getting in. So the problem is, I got this. Go to put this guy on, and I'm looking here, and even with the axle stub pressed up against the spindle, there's no C-clip. So here's what the problem is, and I'll get to the fix here in a second. When I bought this axle, it was a full-time axle, and it came with these little drive slugs. Basically, the slug looked like this. It was just but it was all one solid piece. There was no internal locking. It was all a solid, like, cast slug. You would go in there, there'd be a spring in there that kept pressure up against stuff. And so I'm converting this to a manual lockout. I put this in here. There's no groove for the C-clip. So what I read is that you pretty much have to leave the C-clip out. The ultimate fix for this is to replace the stub there. So it's not a matter of what hub you got. It's an issue of just getting the correct stub in there. So that'll be something we'll have to address later. But for right now, that is what the issue is. If you're having a problem like that trying to get your hubs in, and this C-clip won't go, there's no, because the groove sits back in there further, it's just not going to come up. So if you have that problem, that's what you got to do, is you got to replace this end of the axle shaft. So I'm going to put this back together and just roll with it. So Data 44 finish up reassembly video coming up next Friday. Yeah? Uh-huh.